Game Gamer presents the Cricketnews.com podcast in association with Betway. It's the big occasion. It's IPL 2020. Time for the finals. What an incredible season it has been indeed. And it is a big occasion that we are previewing in this video. And a big occasion demands a big presence, and we couldn't ask for more than Betway's global cricket ambassador, Kevin Pietersen, who joins us today. Kevin, how's it going? How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm very, very good. It's a pleasure to be in you.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us as well. Kevin, before we head in and speak about the final, it's a good time for us to reflect on this season as well. The world's been in a sort of bother with COVID-19, and in a time like this, to have a season like the IPL and the joy that it has brought to a whole lot of fans around the world, how was it like to have a ringside seat at IPL 2020?
It was great, mate. It was really, really good. There's a bigger picture at play in the world, as you've mentioned, and to be able to actually get the players here into Dubai and to turn a tournament on the way the players have turned it on, to create that vibe, that atmosphere. I think in terms of broadcast, the broadcast was magnificent. I think the way that the entertainment package was delivered by the players was extra special, and I think the fans will really appreciate the lengths that everybody's gone to produce something which has been quite remarkable. The groundsmen, the ground staff, the hotel staffs, people here in Dubai, everybody that's fetched and carried players, all the medical teams that have had to test players consistently, the BCCI for governing this and making it such a success. I mean, it's really been something quite phenomenal to just get this in a time like this and nail it.
I mean, that falls in line very well with Betway's message, which is for the love of the game, isn't it? I mean, it's the love of the sport that has brought us all together in a time like this, when things have been so difficult, to come together and to execute something, like you said, so professionally and in such a short amount of time.
For sure. It really is. I mean, you can just see the love of the game all the way around, and how energetic everybody's been, and how passionate the players have taken a hold of the situation. No crowds, no fans, no extra people to show off to, and yet they've delivered.
100%. Now, let us turn our attention towards the big final, Kevin. Since you spent a lot of time in India, you know that this rivalry transcends beyond cricket. The whole Mumbai versus Delhi thing is a narrative that runs all over in India. I know which side you're inclined towards, of course, but on a serious note, come on, Kevin, what do you make of these two teams? They've been pretty brilliant, haven't they?
Yeah, best two teams in the competition. Hands down the best two teams. I'm so glad that they've made it. And it'll be a Delhi victory. It'll be a comfortable Delhi victory tomorrow. That's just what's happening. Delhi, they're just the team.
You've done away with my last question. I was about to put you on the spot for the predictions at the end, but you answered it right away. Kevin, wrap up. All right. No, not so soon. We're not going to let you go away so soon. But of course, Delhi been in, they've started the tournament really well, tailed off a bit in the middle, but have found their mojo towards the end again. Good victory versus Sunrisers in the final. Will that give them the confidence?
Yeah, winning at the right time, peaking at the right time, momentum. And you would say that with Mumbai Indians as well. They've just cruised through to the final, yet another final. And they do. They've got all bases covered from the start to the end in the batting, and then from the start to the end with their bowling too. Heaps of experience. They know how to win trophies. They've won that many trophies. The only thing about Delhi is that they haven't won a trophy. This is their first proper final. Yeah. And you would expect there to be a lot of nerves, a young captain, a youngish team, but they have got the experience in the ranks to be able to deliver something which hopefully will be the trophy for the team and for the owners and for everybody in Delhi.
What are the standouts been for you, Kevin, with these two teams? Start with Mumbai. Of course, it looks like a team of superstars that delivers week in, week out. But it essentially is that if
you know what, mate, you know what, there's no. You know what, in terms of Mumbai, it's just their consistency in being able to deliver all the time and just get through the stages and then just qualify straight away. I think their consistency in selection, the way they go about their job, the captaincy of Rohit Sharma, very calm, cool, under the radar. And you've got some under the radar players as well. Quinton de Kock, I mean, he's just stepped on the gas. He's got about, I think he got 483 runs up till now. And just under the radar, just keeps doing a job. Hardik Pandya comes in and does a job when he needs to. Krunal, Pollard, they all just churn up. Pattinson was good. Trent Bolt's come good. I think he's got a little bit of an injury, Trent Bolt, I hear. So I don't know if he'll play tomorrow. Bumrah, again. I mean, Bumrah's got 27 wickets. So under the radar, just slips in there, boom, and off he goes with his wickets. So just a cumulative effort.
On the other hand, with Delhi, I think the standout's been how they've worked around with the problems they've had. They've had problems with their opening in the middle. They've found a way to win with their bowling. When their bowling tailed off, their batting came to the party. It seems like Ricky Ponting has and Shreyas have drawn out some interesting plans when it was needed, and it sort of clicked for them.
Mate, I like Shreyas Iyer a lot. I think he is fantastic. I like the way that he captains. I like the way that he bats. I like the way that he just maneuvers people around. I like the way that he speaks as well at the end of games. And so that combination, that Ponting-Shreyas Iyer combination has worked an absolute treat for the Delhi.
Only 25, 26, remember, Kevin?
Shreyas exactly. 25. No, he's a youngster. He's learning his way. And I think that he was chucked in the deep end a couple of years ago. And now you're starting to see the fruits.
Some interesting battles here in this game, Kevin, between Mumbai and Delhi. You've got incredible firepower in the bowling in both teams, but also very interesting batters. I mean, Mumbai, of course, being in form, but Delhi on their day with Dhawan and Hetmeyer and Stoinis now coming to the party. Some interesting battles there. What are the battles you're looking forward to in the final?
Oh, I want to see how good Ornoki and Rabada bowl. I want to see how Stoinis opens the batting against Pietersen and Bumrah. I want to see if he can take them down. So I think those are the key battles. It's that opening combination from Delhi, attacking the top order of Mumbai. And then I want to see how Stoinis gets going against Shikhar Dhawan. He just churns out the runs. So, yeah, those are a couple of the contests I'm looking forward to.
I mean, it's very interesting, isn't it? With the likes of Bolt picks up a lot of wickets in the power play against a very susceptible opening partnership at Delhi, while on the other way around, Delhi's bowling been brilliant. Rabada picks up a lot of wickets at the death, while Mumbai have a terrific turnaround at the death overs. So, I mean, it's going to be powerhouse versus powerhouse.
It will. I mean, Hardik Pandya at the end, Pollard at the end, and then you've got Rabada who takes his wickets at the end. You're right. You do. You are right.
100%. And a ton of battles there, of course, and a lot of these players have been magnificent throughout the IPL as well. It's time to hear from Kevin or who which players make his dream team or team of the year.
Right, you got me. We got me to get an 11. KL Rahul and Shikhar Dhawan are going to open for me. KL Rahul is 670 runs, I think he got in the tournament. Shikhar Dhawan's got 603. He'll add to that. Virat Kohli, you can't go past Kohli and de Villiers in that middle order. That is just that combination, that batting partnership. You just cannot go too far away from it. I'm going to have Marcus Stoinis at 5. Stoinis bowls. He's an overseas option and he can give it an absolute tonk, and I think that he's matured into a role this year and he's done really nicely. Sanju Samson, I love Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson's got 375 runs this season. I think that he is a fabulous stroke player. I think that he's one of the real good Indian talents, and I wish that he plays more for India. Shreyas Iyer is my guy. He's going to be in the middle order as well. We can fluctuate to where he bats. I just like him. I just had to get him into my team because I think he's fabulous. And then I'm going to go with Chakravarti. Chakravarti is a spin option. Yuzvendra Chahal is going to be another spin option for me. And then my 2 paces are going to be Bumrah and Rabada. So that's my 11. KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers, Marcus Stoinis, Sanju Samson, Shreyas Iyer, Chakravarti, Bumrah, Rabada, and Yuzvendra Chahal. How's that?
That's a brilliant team. That team would take down.
I wanted to get a left armer in there. I wanted to get Natarajan in there as the left arm. I wanted to get him in there, Natarajan. I just couldn't fit him in, man. I just couldn't fit him in. I may have. Natarajan's going to be my 12th man.
Very good 12th man to have, indeed. I mean, he's been absolutely incredible this year. I mean, the way he's converted his chances, and the Yorkers have been outstanding. I mean,
fabulous, absolutely brilliant.
For a young kid to turn up at the occasion, to deliver in pressure situations, KP, this year, a lot of the youngsters have come up and delivered in crunch situations, and you haven't seen that a lot, in earlier editions of the IPL. Just shows the growth of the league as well.
Oh, the growth of the league has just been something spectacular. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So if we're playing on a green seaming wicket, Natarajan's going to replace Chakravarti. But if it's a spinning wicket, big boundaries, then Chakravarti is going to come in.
There you go. Our good friends and our podcast sponsors, Good Gamer, will be happy to hear that incredible 11 from Kevin Pietersen. What an incredible 11 indeed. Anyway, moving on now, narrowing our focus back again on the final. Kevin, the venue, right, Dubai. Mumbai Indians have had 2 super overs, 1 double super over at this venue. I know you're a fan of the super over, but Mumbai will be praying, God, not another super over again in the finals.
You know what? I don't think they care. All they care about is winning. That's it. If it takes a super over, if it takes 3 super overs, if it takes 4 super overs, all they care about is the trophy, and they care about is winning. So come hell or high water, it's going to be action-packed tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Kevin, I know you've already made your prediction, but I'm going to put you on the line again. Come on, KP. Give us a fair assessment of what you think is going to go on.
Mate, Delhi's my guys. I can't go against Delhi. As much as my head is telling me that Mumbai Indians are probably the favourites.
There you go.
I got to go with my heart, brother. I wear my heart on my sleeve. This is where I go. My whole career, I've done it. Heart on my sleeve. Delhi's my team. I love Delhi. I had the most fabulous time playing at Delhi. The Ferocia Cup is one of my most perfect stadiums, batting with Sehwag and having such a fun time at Delhi, and just enjoying the whole atmosphere and the vibe and the special people of that beautiful city. Kieran, one of the owners, a very close friend of mine. I'm just a Delhi dude.
KP, this is obviously not a part of the questions, but this is something I've always wanted to understand from you. It seems like the IPL sort of paved the way for a more, a relationship of higher value for you with India. Is that the case, with you spending a lot of time in India with the IPL? Now your relationship with the country has gone to, a more deeper level. Is that the case?
Absolutely, mate. I made so many friends there. I learned a new culture. I learned about new food. I appreciate the unbelievable hospitality. I count my lucky stars to be looked after as well as I get looked after in India. And I think it's just a fascinating place. The colours, the smells, the sights, your wildlife. I've just shot a documentary in Kaziranga. Your wildlife, your cities, everything that just happens. I mean, from sunset to sunrise, or from sunrise to sunset, everything just changes so much, and it's the most perfect picture that you can paint, and it fascinates me. India fascinates me. I haven't done as much in India yet as I want to, but I mean, that documentary that I shot has definitely given me the drive to definitely do more.
100%, Kevin, and we can't wait to see how this relationship grows from strength to strength. You, in my opinion, are one of India's adopted sons, and it's really nice to see how you bond with this country, and to see your relationship grow. A big thank you to Betway and their global brand ambassador, Kevin Pietersen, for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, Kevin, to have you here with us. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks, mate. Pleasure to be with you guys.